What's up? It's Jad T Jones. Today we're going to talk about body image as a man. This video goes out to all my brothers who don't have that gifted, huge, muscular body. So for us skinny guys, us guys who weren't gifted with the amazing body, this is for you. So I recently had a body transformation where I went from this at 42 years old to this at 43 years old. Now, I'm not going to talk about fitness tips and eating and nutrition. What allowed me to have this body transformation was 90% mindset, maybe even 95% mindset, and then 5% mechanics. Mindset trumps mechanics. If you want to have a huge transformation in your body and in your life, you got to work on the mindset more than the mechanics. So, all my life, people have been saying, hey, Jad, you're skinny, you're so skinny, all that stuff, right? And I believe that that's one of the reasons that discouraged me from really working on my body and getting it to look like this the way I wanted, and why a lot of the time I looked like this. So why did I allow myself to be 20, 30 pounds overweight for many years? The reason is every time I would cut down to a physique that I liked, people would start saying, Jad, you're so skinny. Oh, Jad, your face looks skinny. You looked better when you were had more weight on you. You know, oh yeah, you should gain some more weight. Why are you so skinny, right? And so I would get insecure, and basically people were calling me ugly. So then I would, gain some more weight so that I looked better with my clothes on, and people, basically I bended to people's opinions instead of my own. Then one day I was listening to Wes Watson, and he said something that really impacted me and touched me, and I want to share it forward because it really helped me with this transformation you see here. He said this. He said, when I'm cutting and losing weight and getting down to the body I want, and you come and you tell me, oh, you look so skinny, what's wrong with you, and all this stuff, why aren't you asking me, hey, do I like the way I look? Do I feel better with the body I have? Why aren't you asking me how I feel about the way I look, about how I feel about the body that I have? And that really resonated with me because in the past, I've cut down just like I am in this picture, but I always gained the weight back because of these side remarks that people kept giving me. So in my head, like imagine me, I work my ass off, I get disciplined, I do all this stuff, then I look in the mirror and, hey, look, let's switch it over to this side. You may not think that this looks good, but it doesn't matter what you think. I think I look amazing here. And I'm not saying that from an arrogant point of view. I'm just telling you naturally what I think. I love my body. I think it looks amazing here. And so the message I want to pass forward to you is that it doesn't matter what other people think of the body you've created. All that matters is you like the way you look. All right? So now I've cut down to this. Some people are going to like it. Some people are not. Some people, after all my hard work and busting my ass, the only thing they're going to tell me is, hey, Jad, you've lost a lot of weight. You look skinny. You look better. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why aren't you asking me how I feel about my transformation? How I feel about the 10.0 version of my body that I've created? So, the thing that I think is discouraging a lot of guys is negative self-body image. I want you to know that if you're a skinny guy, ignore what everybody says and get the body that you like. And all that matters is that you love it. And here's what happens. When you get the body you love, you start loving yourself. So when you start loving yourself, then women start loving you. Okay? So now let's switch to another topic. So what happened in this transformation where I was 30 pounds overweight, unhappy with how I looked, and I finally made the decision, okay, I want to get ripped and I want to get jacked. So what happened there? What happened was I had to come back to my truth, my integrity. We always have to live in alignment with our integrity as a man. I looked at myself, all fluffy, belly, love handles. I was ashamed of the way I looked. I didn't like the way I looked. And then I just had to get serious and say, you know what? This is bothering me a lot more than I'm actually admitting. When I look in the mirror and I see this fluffy motherfucker, that's not me. If my 15-year-old self was looking into the future and saw this, he'd be like, oh, dude, what did you do to us? Oh my God, why do you look like a bitch, flabby, fluffy ass fuck? What the fuck is this? So I got honest with my truth. My truth is that I'm jacked and I'm ripped. This is my truth. Okay? So then I said, okay, it is time for me to restore integrity with myself. So the first step to body transformation is you got to get honest with yourself. And if you are a fat, fluffy fuck, tell yourself the truth. I'm a flat, fluffy fuck, and I am fucking unattractive. And this is not my truth. And if my 15-year-old self was looking at my present self right now, he would be embarrassed as well as disappointed. So, just like Alcoholics Anonymous, step 1 is admit you have a problem. So in Alcoholics Anonymous, you say, hi, my name is Jad, and I'm an alcoholic. Well, if you want to go from fluffy to ripped, step 1 is to say, hi, my name is John, and I'm a fluffy, lazy slob, okay? Or I'm a fluffy fuck, or I've got man tits, or I've got a dad bod, okay? Step 1 is you have to tell the truth. To who? To yourself. You got to stand in front of the mirror, take that shirt off, look at yourself, and just admit where you are. That's how I started. So people are asking, like, how do I get the motivation? How do I stay motivated? You get motivation, and then you stay motivated by telling the truth to yourself that you suck. The only way to be that rare man, that amazing guy, is to first admit that you suck. Okay? So the path to becoming the 10.0 version of yourself is to first admit that right now you have been being the 3.0 version of yourself or the 1.0 version of yourself. Okay? So step 1, tell yourself that you suck. Okay? And then that'll motivate you to go forward. Okay, so there's another saying, I don't know if it's from Wes Watson or from Dan Pena, but it says, too much kindness breeds the lack of accountability. Too much kindness breeds lack of accountability. We need more accountability in our lives. One thing that allowed me to have this body transformation was that I got accountable with myself. I got accountable with myself by telling myself the raw truth. Here's one injustice we do to each other and your friends and your family are probably doing to you. When I was fluffy, nobody came up to me and said, Jad, you look like a fluffy fuck. Jad, you've let yourself go. Jad, you look like shit. Nobody said that. People will tell you this. Your friends will be like, you're okay. You're not that bad. You're doing okay. The biggest injustice we can do to ourselves and to others is to tell ourselves or our friends, you're average, you're fine. You're common, you're fine. No, it's terrible. Average is the new loser. Common is the new loser. It's not okay. It's not fine to be average. It is not your spiritual truth to be an average motherfucker. Let's say that again. It is not your spiritual truth to be an average motherfucker. We're talking about body. We're talking about skills with women. We're talking about success in your career or business. Your essence is spirit. Spirit is just basically untapped potentiality. You are capable of anything. We don't even know what we're capable of. That is our truth. Excellence is our truth. Being a rare motherfucker is our truth. Average does not fall anywhere on the spectrum of our spiritual truth. There is nothing ordinary about you. You understand? So when you've bought the lie that has been fed to you probably by society, by your people around you, that average is okay. You're not that bad. Not that bad is terrible. Not that bad is the 95%. The 95% of people suck. The 95% of people are broke. The 95% of men suck with women. The 95% of men have average bodies. The 95% of men are struggling financially. Do you want to be the common motherfucker? Do you want to be average? Because average is actually failure. That's what it really is. Let's say it. That's another thing you need to wake up to. The reason why you're not motivated in your life and not jumping out of bed and attacking life and being disciplined is because you have been brainwashed into thinking that average and okay is okay. Stop being okay with just okay. Your spiritual truth is excellence, is pure potentiality, is the top of the top of the top. I see who the real you is. That's why I'm mad. That's why I'm pissed off for your greatness. That's why I call you out. And just as a side note, when I call you out on the videos, there's nothing that I'm telling you that I don't first tell myself. I call myself out first. I call myself a bitch first. I call myself flabby and fluffy first. So there's nothing, I'm not up here talking down to you. I'm talking to you the same way I talk to myself so that I could get myself, so that I could get leverage on myself and get myself to transform. So let me take a look at my notes here for a second, because this video went longer than I expected. Let me close with this. Back to Wes Watson. Wes Watson used to be in prison. And he said in prison, everybody's watching you all the time. And the way you validate yourself as a man in prison is through your routine, through your discipline. People are always watching you. There's no time when you're not being watched. So how do you gain status in prison, and how do you validate yourself and gain a reputation in prison? The people see that you're disciplined every single day and you never miss. The problem we have out here in the real world is we have everywhere to hide. And lack of accountability breeds lack of discipline. The reason why you have that average body, you have those average results in your career, you're average with women, is because there's nobody holding you accountable. There's nobody holding you accountable because you're hiding away from us. We don't see you watching the porn, stuffing your face with fried food, eating sugar, scrolling aimlessly on your phone, doing all that bitch-ass behavior because nobody's watching you. If you were in prison, we would watch you and be like, that's a bitch-ass motherfucker. Okay, that guy's lazy all day. That guy doesn't do his workouts. That guy eats junk food. That guy does drugs. That's a bitch-ass motherfucker. Oh, this guy over here, he wakes up early. He always hits his workouts. He's reading. He's journaling. He's always doing everything he needs to do. That's a cool motherfucker right there. So what I've done is I've created a community called the Rare AF Community, which is going to give you the discipline. When you come into our community, we're always watching each other, thereby holding each other accountable to living as the highest versions of ourselves, living that disciplined life, being that rare motherfucker. If you're sick of being common, it's time to join the big boys. It's time to join a community of men who are dedicated to being that rare, disciplined guy who's performing at the high levels in his fitness, with women, and in his career. Stop hiding. Stop taking shortcuts. Stop letting yourself off the hook. You owe it to yourself and to your people to be the highest version of yourself. So, tell the truth to yourself. Fuck what everybody else says. What's your truth? And then live to your truth. My truth is that I'm a ripped motherfucker. You think I'm too skinny? Fuck you. That's me. That's my truth. Own who you are. Love your body. Love what you got. Do the best with what you've got. And all that matters is that you're okay with you. I'm okay with me. And that is my peace. The same will hold true for you. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.